Brother Paul, I flat love you. You don't know, you're just like, you just add a couple locks to me. I feel like Samson, you just put some, I got strong just now. I want to thank God. I want to thank God for a lot of things. Mostly I want to thank God for everybody here, but especially Brother Marlon, Sister Marlon.
Yes.
That brother that was here from Tennessee, he hit home to every one of us if we all would listen to what he said. And we don't just have some rookie or some, we just don't have just anybody sitting behind me. That man's been sitting in that chair or a chair like it for 50 years, and we should always give honor to him.
Yes,
so that's what I want to do.
Amen.
I want to thank God for my job that God just gave me. I drive a wheelchair van, a wheelchair transport van. The name of it is called Wheelchair Transport Gospel Tabernacle. That's what my name of my van is. A lot of people, I have almost everybody that I picked up, almost everybody, we get to talk about God. It just happens. I went all the way to Northport the other day, and I picked this man up, and I took him to the VA in Tampa, and he was a Roman Catholic. And he said I was the most interesting man he's ever talked to. He said, well, he tried his best to get me to fall in love with the Holy Mother Jesus.
All right.
And I said, well, I do love the Holy Mother, but my Holy Mother is Mother Jerusalem.
Yeah.
He said he never heard that before. And I said, well, my mother is above, and she's free. And anyway, he said, can I have your name? I want your card, because I want you to pick me up from now on.
Well,
And then, as soon as I let him out, they said, you have another person to pick up 0 miles away, which means they were right where I was at. So I picked this man up, and I took him all the way to Port Charlotte. And when we first got in the van, he went, I want to thank God that you was here today. And I said, well, good. I said, because I want to thank God that you got in my van. So we started talking about God, and this man, he picked me apart, and he said that he never even knew. Well, I even went to as far as to tell him that there was no such thing as the devil. I mean, because he asked me, he said, you know, I'm kind of confused on this. Well, everybody always wants to tell me that the devil made me do it. And I said, well, I don't know if this will explain anything, but I shaved the devil this morning. I said, I don't know if that'll help you any. But anyway, we got to talk about the carnal mind, and that man got my card. Well, today, just because this is fresh in my mind, I picked this one gentleman up from dialysis in Sarasota, and his last name was Weeks. And I said, you know that 7 days without God make 1 weeks? And he went, oh man, I'm going to love right with you. He said, he started talking to me about, we was talking about church. And then I went and picked this last lady up from dialysis at this other place. And she was going to go up on my lift, and she was, she was Afro-American. Well, she started turning white. She was scared at the death to go back on my lift. And she said, would you do me a favor? Would you pray that God will heal my heart and my leg so I can walk, so I don't have to go up that thing anymore? So I said, all right. So on the way to her place, she was asking me all these questions. Well, the guy before that asked me a question. He said, I need to ask you a question. He said, can a woman put oil on her fingers and lay it on your forehead and pray for you? I said, well, God uses anybody. And he said, well, you say God can do that? I said, well, yeah, God can do that. Well, then this lady, I took her into the place, and she was late. I walked up to her, and I said, I'm not going to talk to you right now as a transport driver. I'm going to talk to you as a man of God. And she said, okay, what do you want to tell me? I said, I'm going to tell you that God has not given you the spirit of fear. She said, but of power and of love and a sound mind. I said, so from now on, when you get ready to get up on that thing, then you need to know that God's not giving you a spirit of fear. But I thank God, you know what, Brother Lonnie, this is my element where he went. This is me, Brother Lonnie. This is my element. This is Brother Paul. This is where I can do what I do. I don't do what I do very much right here, but I do what I do out there. But I just thank God. I want to thank God. This is my second week going into this job, and I'm trying to figure out how it works. So I just want everybody to pray that God will bless me and give me about 10 jobs every day. That way I'll be able to take care of my family. But I thank God for this job. I thank God for you guys.
Praise God.